Will property tax relief be expanded for certain veterans? I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Newsmakers. With me this hour is Pennsylvania State Representative Thomas Murt. Thanks for being with us.
Hi, Jill. Great to be here.
Let's talk a little bit about what currently exists when it comes to property tax relief for disabled veterans. Currently, if you are 100% disabled, there is some property tax relief.
That's correct, Jill. For disabled veterans in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, if you are 100% disabled, you do get a relief from paying your property taxes. The problem is that you must be 100% disabled in order to get that relief.
So, to be qualified 100% disabled, who determines that?
The Veterans Administration would make that determination based on evaluations by doctors and medical staff. Frequently, many of our disabled veterans that are 100% disabled are disabled by virtue of a combination of emotional or mental disabilities as well as physical disabilities that are, of course, the disabilities must be service connected. They must be service related from serving in the military or being in combat.
So if someone is 100% disabled, they currently qualify for property tax partial tax relief. But let's talk a little bit about how you want this actually expanded. Do you want to include more disabled veterans within this property tax partial tax relief? Talk to us about who you want included and why.
Jill, we absolutely believe, it is my conviction, that many of our disabled veterans who are not 100% disabled still deserve some property tax relief. A disabled veteran who is 90% disabled gets no relief at all on their property taxes. I think that's grossly unfair. And this legislation that I have proposed offers property tax relief to disabled veterans depending on the percentage of their disability. If you are a disabled veteran in the United States of America, you are given a percentage rating. It might be 100%, it might be 30%, it might be 50%, depending on the nature of your disability and how disabling your condition is.
And again, that's determined by the VA?
That's correct. That's determined by the VA healthcare system. And the legislation that I have proposed says that if you are 80% disabled, that you get a certain percentage of relief on your property taxes, and someone who is 50% gets less, someone who is 30% gets less. But if you are a disabled veteran, you absolutely positively should be getting some property tax relief. This is especially critical because in the current economic climate, many of our disabled veterans may not be able to work, are having trouble paying their bills, are having trouble supporting their families, and I feel that this legislation is a step in the right direction. Number one, to support our veterans. Number two, to recognize their service. And number three, to really empower them to help them support their families.
And just to give examples, if a veteran is disabled up to 30%, they would get a $200 rebate. 31 to 60% disabled would be entitled to a $350 rebate. 61 to 99% disabled would be entitled to a $500 rebate. But why is it important to specifically target disabled veterans with tax rebates?
Many other states provide partial property tax relief to disabled veterans that are not 100% disabled. I believe that based on many of our men and women returning from Iraq and Afghanistan, coming back with various disabilities, that this is the very, very minimum that we could do for them. We do give health care through the VA system. It's a good system. It's not perfect. But I also believe that each municipality, as well as the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, can and should be doing more for our disabled veterans.
And we just have a few seconds left. We've talked about this before. It's actually been referred to the Finance Committee at this point. What about the costs associated with adding many more veterans to property tax relief?
We believe that what we are proposing is not insurmountable. We believe that what we are proposing is reasonable, and we believe that between the Commonwealth and the local municipalities and the counties, we believe that we are not going to be unduly burdening the taxing entities.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, Jill.
We've been talking with Pennsylvania State Representative Thomas Murt. I'm Jill Horner.